Well, guys, today's the day that Donald Trump will be sworn in as president after defeating the cackling hyena Kamala Harris. This I usually wouldn't care about, but being Donald Trump, you know, the media and political class here are about to completely shit the bed, and for 4 whole years, so I hope you got a lot of popcorn ready for that one. But while attention is on events over there, we had 2 court cases due today that now have updates. One from the Southport Taylor Swift dance class attack and the other Ricky Jones, the Labour councillor charged with inciting violence after being caught on video during the state and media-driven fake counter-protest against absolutely fucking no one.
The counter-protesters are by far outnumbering, well, I say outnumbering, I mean there's no evidence yet that our teams on the ground have seen of any far-right activity. So the counter-protesters have got no protests to counter.
Yeah, Sky News realising they got duped and admitting they're there counter-protesting thin air will never get old. Obviously, the case of Ricky Jones is from the same day and mainly has my attention because people are expecting a light sentence compared to other people convicted for the same offence during all that, which looks even more likely now as it's been delayed for 7 months. Yeah, strange don't even begin to describe this one. He was arrested 6 months ago and the case was delayed a week ago with us only being told about it now. Of course, the timing with Trump taking office is a coincidence, I'm sure, and not odd at all.
Yeah, we got word for that kind of odd in English. It's called suspicious.
Oh yes, remember, others are doing years in prison for encouraging violent disorder, which Ricky Jones is charged with. The only difference being the method of delivery the accused face and the side they stand on. I wonder which will make the biggest difference there. And for me, the sentence in this case is what I really care about, as many others do, considering the sentences given to the other side at record pace after Two-Tier Keir's demented rants.
A country that will not allow understandable fear to curdle into division and hate in our communities. Because let's be very clear about this. It's not protest. It's not legitimate. It's crime. Violent disorder. And let me be clear, the meeting this afternoon was not about pointing the finger of blame. That is not how this government of service conducts its business, because it doesn't work. Rather, this was a meeting to pull together our response, a response both to the immediate challenge, which is clearly driven by far-right hatred.
Now, the other case in this is the Southport case that led to all of that happening, and that's just had a massive change occur as the dirty scumbag changed his plea to guilty when it comes to killing 3 girls and all the other charges. This is obviously great news for the family, but means we won't get any real information about the state's involvement after it, which many suspect run deep. Of course, my main focus in all of this was wanting to see justice done for the little girls and their families, and hopefully we see that. Because remember, despite all the online bullshit, protests and possible government shenanigans, 3 kids lay dead with their families' lives destroyed, and 10 others will be traumatised forever by that day. They obviously deserve and need justice before anything else can be done, and now he's been convicted, Reform MPs can try and get information about it in Parliament from Starmer and his lot. Of course, Nigel Farage says he has information he couldn't share during the case, so we better start opening up about that now, I would say as well, wouldn't you? In fact, I'm sure thousands of people will be badgering him to spill the beans after he said this. Personally, I hope we do find out, and very soon, but I really don't have much hope for it, do you guys? Let me know down in the comments.
Pandemic